So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain about sending SMS and email notification reminders and thank yous. So starting from the dashboard, we're going to be moving in and out of a few screens so that I cover everything. But we go down to the account settings and you'll see that you've got a client notification area, which is for email notifications and for SMS notifications. So let's start off with the SMS notifications, and you'll see that it's always switched off by default. This is something that you have to actively switch on, and in order to switch it on, you will need to have some SMS credits. So you switch the actual notification enabled on, and it will read this really important message so that you're actually given the opportunity to just confirm that you recognise that one SMS message equals 160 characters, including the spaces. I just want to bring to your attention that if you want to put emojis into your messages, that's absolutely fine, and also something called Unicode symbols. If you're not sure what those are, I suggest you just give them a Google so that you're familiar with what they look like. But by putting emojis and some Unicode symbols into your SMS template, it will take you over the limit of the 160 characters, and it will charge you more than one SMS credit per message that is sent. So as I say, it's absolutely fine if you want to send longer messages and use emojis, but just be aware that it's going to use up credits more quickly, so that's fine. So you just agree to know that, and again it's listed down here just in case you wanted to read that message again. So once you've enabled your SMS notifications here, you'll need to start with a current with a credit balance, and you purchase credit SMSs here. So the more you buy, the cheaper they work out per credit, and you will just pay for those on a card, and they'll be put onto your credit balance, which will always show here. So once you have selected your number of messages effectively here, you'll just click on the go to the card checkout and purchase them, and then you'll get the credit added straight to your account. So if you go a little bit further down, you'll see that the SMS tabs are, the first one is about reminder SMSs, the second tab is to do with thank you SMSs, and the third one relates to the history so that you can check your messages that have been sent. So we're going to start on reminder SMSs, and once you've switched it on at the top, you'll need to then activate and enable the reminder SMS, because each of these, the thank you and the reminder SMSs, are both starting on off. So you can choose to have both of them on, and so you would save them each time and click OK, and then you can choose to have your SMS for thank yous on, or you can have just one and not the other, both on or both off, it's up to you. So each time you switch one of them on, just make sure that you press the save changes afterwards. So we're going to switch the SMS reminders on, and so now it's enabled, and the first thing that you need to do is to choose how far in advance of the appointment that you want the SMS to be sent to your client. So the minimum period is 2 hours before, if you want to just give your clients a small prompter just before the appointment is due, but a lot of people choose a 12, 24 or even a 48-hour reminder just to give them enough time to reschedule or to rebook, or just to make sure that they're aware that the appointment is upcoming. So say for example you choose the message to be sent 24 hours ahead of the appointment time, you would select that in here, and then don't forget to press the save changes to make sure that that's all saved safely. The next part is your SMS template. Now we've given you just an example of how you may want to send it, but you can actually type in here whatever you want to on the message. And we've got over here examples of merge fields, which you can include these tags to go directly into your SMS, and they will pull from your client data and your appointment data so that it says the relevant service that they're being offered. It'll give the correct appointment date and time, and you can also choose your location name. So that's particularly interesting and important if you've got more than one location. Clients will be interested to know where they need to come. So if, for example, you want to put the location name in, you will just basically highlight that. You can copy that and add that in. And so you'll just paste that in under location name, and you might want to just say @ and then every time your SMS goes out, it will give the location name of where the appointment is. This by default shows your business name, so whatever you've entered into the profile area of your business name, it will be signed off, but you may want to just sign off with your name. You may want to put a kiss, love from, best wishes, yours sincerely, whatever it is, you can sign off exactly as you choose to. So this is completely customizable, this little template, and as I say, you'll set it up to be sent as a template, and then it will pull the relevant information. So for hi client first name, it could say hi Joe, hi Charlotte, whatever you've entered in for your client's first name. And just be aware, if you've entered into the first name field the client's first name and surname, for example, you haven't separated out John Smith and you've just put them both under the first name, that will therefore pull hi John Smith into the SMS message which is sent. So just when you're setting up your clients, be aware just to make sure that you are only putting first names into the client first name field and you're separating out the surname, because it will populate here exactly as it's entered. Okay, so once you've set up your template here, you just press the Save Changes, and you've effectively set up your template to be sending 24 hours ahead of all appointments in your diary, and they will all go out to the client. You can individually go into any client's profile and actually switch off. So if you want to switch off SMSs being sent to Alison in particular, you'll see that she's got an active reminder showing here that she's going to receive SMSs. You will go into the edit area, and under SMS reminders here, you can actually just switch that off just for Alison. So don't forget, you need to update that. And once that's been updated successfully, when you look at Alison's profile and you see her client details in the client details screen, you'll see that Alison only has had her SMS reminders switched off, and that's denoted by the small red dot next to her name. Just as another point with the phone numbers, it's important, if you do have more than one mobile number, that you do check that which one you've got as the preferred number to have the SMSs sent to. And again, under the edit information for the client, if there's more than one phone number here, you'll be able to choose which mobile number you select for the client to receive the SMSs on. While we're on the actual client phone number, it's really important for any SMSs, if you're having problems or your clients are saying that they haven't received their message, please always double check that your country code is correct and that your phone number, the mobile number, is showing without the 0 and there are no spaces. It should automatically remove any spaces and get this started without the 0, but if you are having problems reported, just go in here to that specific client and just double check that there's no 0 showing here. So we're just going to update that again. Don't forget to always save your information. And then if we go straight back into the account settings and the SMS notifications, we've got the reminders all set up correctly. We can then go into the thank yous. And again, you want to make sure that this is switched on if you want to have a thank you SMS sent. And this has a different setting for how long after the end of the appointment you want this message to be sent. So it starts at 2 hours after the appointment and it ranges right up to 48 hours after the appointment. And you can use this to send a thank you SMS. Again, you can change any of the wording here and use any of these tag fields to automatically populate into your thank you SMS. You can also add links in here if you want to let your clients know that you have an area for sending a review, or if you want to ask them to give you a referral. Whatever it is, you can add that link directly into this area. And if you've got a special promotion or something that you want to direct people to on your website, you could put that link in here. You can change it coming up to Christmas, so all of your Christmas clients, perhaps for December, get a specific different SMS template. So everything is customizable just in this area here, but don't forget to always save the changes at the end. The last tab, as I explained, is related to your history. So this will tell you an overview of all the messages that have been sent out. So this will tell you who the message has been sent to. This will give view of the phone number that it's been sent to, how many credits have been used, and to confirm that it's been successfully sent. So if your client says they haven't received a message, you can double check in here in your history tab and you should be able to see if it's been sent or not. And as I explained earlier, if there has been a problem and the phone number isn't showing up correctly, you can go directly into that client's profile and just double check their phone number, that it's the correct digits, the country code is selected, that there are no spaces, and if there are still problems, just obviously contact us straight away so that we can have a look in our central database to check the history of them being sent. When your credits get down to 20, you'll be sent an email to remind you just to top up, and when it reaches 0 and you don't have any credits left, obviously SMSs will stop being sent, and you'll need to add credit balance to it if you want to carry on with SMSs being sent out to your clients. Expiry is about 1 year from purchase, so they do last for a while. So if you are a regular SMS purchaser and sender, then it's better to buy larger numbers, but if it's a cash flow thing, absolutely 100 at a time is perfectly fine, just while you're getting a feel for how many you're using and how regularly they get sent out. So that's everything to do with the SMS notification area. So if you go back into here, you'll also have the ability to send email notifications, and it's very similar. So you switch on the email notifications, and obviously only the clients who you have recorded an email address against their name will get these email notifications. So if you're not in the habit of collecting email addresses and you want to use this service, then you'll need to just start updating clients' records with their email address. So the first tab is relating to reminder emails for appointments, and the second is for thank you messages. And again, you switch it on and off here. You don't need any credits for this. This is totally included in your subscription each month. So you can send these totally for free. And again, the same drop down here for before the appointment is showing. And this email subject is what will appear in the subject line relating to the email message which is sent reminding your client. So for emails, it's absolutely fine to put any characters. Emojis will get people's attention, and Unicode characters are absolutely fine as well. And there isn't any issue on sort of the length of your appointment. So just make sure, by default it says please check our cancellation policy for details. You might want to change that line, or you might want to put a link for your cancellation policy, but again, you just copy across the fields from here if you want to put anything into the email template. Just make sure that you copy it really carefully, or if you decide to freehand and type it, that you have exactly the same lettering with these underscores, because if you miss one of them off or you put it incorrectly, it won't pull through on the actual tag that you're wanting to appear in your template. So once you've added it and crafted it and said it's everything that you want to say, put your kisses in and any of your emojis, etc., you just literally press the save changes, and that email reminder will be sent out according to your preference in your drop down here. The thank you messages, yet again, they also have can be sent anything from 2 hours. But with the thank you messages, it may be that you want to send messages a little bit later than 48 hours. Maybe you want to follow up after a week or 2 weeks. So we've put on the 7 days and the 14-day option as well for you to be able to send latently after your appointment. Again, this is all customizable in your email subject, and you can put anything you want into the email template and copy any of these handy tags from the right hand side. So just to recap, you need to switch it on if you want to have it sent. You can switch it off. You can have one on and not the other, or you can have them both off, or you can just switch off everything altogether. But just to recap, there's no cost at all for your email notifications to go out. So if you want to just do email notifications and not do the SMS reminders, then it's totally up to you, or you can use them each for different purposes. So the last part that we just need to explain is for the SMS notifications, they are all sent from a generic Pocket PA number. So it's an alphanumeric number, which means that the clients won't be able to send any response directly to that number. If it's not an alphanumeric number, it potentially gives clients an option to reply, which is then going to be a chargeable SMS to you, and we didn't want that to happen. So we took the decision all messages are sent from Pocket PA and cannot receive an incoming message back from the clients. Similarly, under the email notifications, those are all sent from noreply@pocketpa.com. So again, it's just an information purpose only of notifying the clients about the reminder or the thank you email or SMS, and no reply can be received from the clients back to you directly about their appointment. So they would need to get in touch with you through your own direct number, which they should have. So that's the email and the SMS notification area, all handled in this tutorial.